Hello, I'm Dr. Graham Taylor. Welcome to the Taylor Study Method webinar on the EPPP. In this webinar, we'll cover an overview of the ASPPB and the EPPP, their purpose and their development. We'll also discuss the domains and the content covered on the exam, as well as the exam's format and its structure. We'll then discuss the licensing process itself and the steps that you'll need to take to obtain licensure in your state. After that, we'll briefly name the programs available to you for your EPPP preparation. We'll then identify together the components of success required to pass the EPPP, and lastly, I'll provide you with an overview of the Taylor Study Method and the resources that are available to you through our program. The ASPPB stands for the Association of State and Provincial Psychology Boards. It was formed in 1961 and is an alliance of state, provincial, and territorial agencies responsible for licensure in both the United States and in Canada. The ASPPB is responsible for creating and maintaining the examination for professional practice in psychology, also known as the EPPP. The ASPPB's mission is to promote excellence in the regulation of the licensing process and to advance public protection. The EPPP is used by state licensing boards as an objective measure to assess a candidate's entry-level knowledge, thereby allowing the board to determine the candidate's ability to practice and as an independent practitioner. ASPPB breaks down the EPPP content into 8 domains. However, most prep companies typically break down the same content into 11 domains. These 11 domains are further broken down into 3 categories: Category A, Category B, and Category C. Category A is comprised of ethics, clinical psych, and abnormal psychology. Category B is comprised of lifespan, industrial organizational psychology, learning theory and Cog B, and neuropsychology. Category C is comprised of research design and stats, test construction, psych assessment, and social psychology. The format on the EPPP includes 225 multiple choice questions. 200 are referred to as operational questions, and 25 are pre-test or experimental questions. These 25 experimental questions are not scored. You're provided with 4 hours and 15 minutes to complete the exam, which comes out to roughly 68 seconds per question. If you have any special circumstances, you'll be provided 6 hours to complete the exam. Despite rumors, there's only one correct or best answer per question, and the passing score for the EPPP is 70%, or a scale score of 500. Your licensing process begins with you completing your doctoral education. Depending on your state's requirements, you'll complete a required internship or postdoctoral set of hours. Once these are completed, you'll submit your application for licensure to the state licensing board. Once your application is approved by this board and your permission is received, you can submit your application to the Professional Examination Service, also referred to as PES, the company that administers and scores the exam. Once you submit this application and it is approved by PES and you receive your authorization to test, you have 60 days to sit for the exam. Just a note, you may want to make sure that you are feeling confident in your study process before you submit this application to PES, so you are not rushed by the 60-day deadline. After being approved, you will then confidently sit for the exam. And after you receive your passing results, you will submit these results to your state board and then sit for your state jurisprudence exam, which covers the mental health laws and regulations for your state. Once this is completed, you will be licensed. The EPPP is a passable exam. However, to pass, you must be knowledgeable about the relevant EPPP content, and second, you must be a critically thinking and practiced test taker. In order to pass the EPPP, I have found that your study process must include specific components of success. These include a detailed and outlined method of learning, a structured course of study, a platform for learning, and test-taking opportunities to become a critically thinking and practiced test taker. There are currently 4 primary study programs available for your EPPP preparation. They include the Association of Advanced Training in Behavioral Science, Academic Review, and Psych Prep. These 3 companies provide hard copy manuals and mock exams that are developed from a pool of 1,000 to 1,400 questions. The Taylor Study Method is the first fully online EPPP preparation program, providing a proven method of learning, a structured course of study, and an online platform for learning, and both domain-specific and full-length mock exams drawn from a pool of over 4,000 questions. Let me close by restating something that I said earlier in this webinar. The EPPP is a passable exam. However, to pass, you must be knowledgeable about the relevant EPPP content, and you must be a critically thinking and practiced test taker. If you have any questions regarding the EPPP, your licensing process, or your options for preparation, please feel free to contact me. Also, if you would like a live, online, interactive webinar provided through Skype or iChat for your school or training program, please contact me at 808-722-6666 or by email at www.taylorstudymethod.com. Lastly, the Taylor Study Method has developed a resource room that reflects the life of a professional psychologist, from undergraduate studies to developing a licensed practice. This free resource room can be accessed also at www.taylorstudymethod.com. I wish you the best in your EPPP preparation.